You know what a thought occurred to me is if this really becomes what you see it becoming, you could almost be able to find the root actions that create the most value in the world. And imagine like how society would be able to encourage those types of individuals when like this is probably off, but like a garbage person, right? Like, oh, they stink. Like, oh, they have a horrible job. They're up at 4 a.m, keeping us up in the morning. But imagine if you knew how much benefit every single can that they picked up every morning actually did for the entire community, how much it unlocked and how much a potential it gave. And then you drove by and you'd be like, damn, that's like the most powerful person on the block right there. That guy's got the most legit job. He touches more people than anyone else, and he just sits there and does it. Doesn't even say a word. Like, it's phenomenal for society.
It is, and it really begins to recognize the people. Our system doesn't compare people against each other. This isn't about enforcing the idea of competition. It's about recognizing the value that each person is contributing. And a garbage person is contributing a crap ton of value to society and should be compensated for that. Now, here's the really cool thing about Copiosis. Let's say that a garbage person is going on his or her route, picking up garbage, and at the end of their route, they dump it off at the dump or the recycling center or whatever. And through this process, she discovers a new way of doing that process that's more efficient, or maybe even that eliminates her having to pick up the garbage. Maybe she figures out a way to reconstitute the garbage that we call garbage right there at the home, and thereby eliminating the need to transport garbage to some central location. If she's able to convince people with the resources she needs, and we're not talking about money, just talking about the tangible capital goods that she needs to implement that idea, and the idea kicks off, she not only gets rewarded for the benefit of no longer having to move all that garbage around, she also gets the benefit, or she gets rewarded for the benefit of transforming what was once garbage into whatever she's transformed it to, having it not ending up in the landfill. So there's a huge amount of value that's being created in the world that currently is not compensated for or awarded for in capitalism, because capitalism can't afford to quantify and reward all of that value.
I love it. You just crushed that analogy. You just took that and took it to the next level. That's great.
And it applies everywhere. So let's go back to that fisherman teacher. A person who's teaching people to fish creates tremendous value. But if someone turns around then and teaches those same people how to be fish conservationists, so that when the people start, let's say the liquid intelligence identifies that the fish stock that they're fishing is starting to get depleted, if those fishermen then turn into fish conservators instead of fishermen, all of a sudden you've created a dual purpose for these people. They're passionate about if you've ever talked to a commercial fisherman, they're passionate about the fish they fish. And so if they can, in one season, catch the fish, and in the next season, they enhance the capability of the fish to provide itself for meals and whatnot, suddenly you've amplified the value of the fisher fleet.
Mm-hmm.